Testing 1, 2, 3. How y'all doing? I'm Crash Power, and this message is brought to you by insomnia. Let's start the show. I'm still a little bit hoarse. You'll have to forgive me. Too many times running around playing with you all over the weekend. It's not a chest cold or anything. I'm just still trying to get my voice back. But some of you asked me to do more video vlogs, and I normally have a hard time coming up with what I'm going to say. Because I'm usually in here, and I'm quite content to do my little thing on YouTube and zombies, and I'm happy. Yesterday, yeah, I got something to talk about. And you have to forgive me. I'm new to this vlog thing. You know, when I would do my tutorials and stuff, I can edit the hell out of the narrative, but I'm going to do my best to do this in one take. So we're going to have some disclaimers, obviously. You're going to have foul language. You're going to have stuff that's politically incorrect. You're going to have stuff that's just said wrong in every way, shape, or form, whatever. It's going to be what I feel, and I'm going to try to not censor it at all and just get it out there. I want to know what you think. Well, actually, some of you I don't, because I know what you're going to say. The topic is dentists, oral surgeons, and the common or prevalent practice of not using nitrous oxide, the gas, when you have things like root canals or extractions. Now, well, actually, that's not really the main topic, because I had to go to this oral surgeon in 2011. Was shocked that they didn't offer that, and there's hardly anybody does anymore. But made it through fine. But yesterday is definitely what I want to talk to you about. A little background information. I've had a few different careers. I sang classical music in college. In the 90s, I was in law enforcement for 8 years. And then I went on to like computer stuff and whatnot. I remember in law enforcement, I was really lucky. There was 1 or 2 times I couldn't believe, I made it through something scary, and hell, somebody even shot at me. But I honestly think that yesterday was the most terrifying moment in my life. I don't know. Maybe I just haven't had a tooth pulled in such a long time. I mean, I've had 5 teeth pulled before I even have braces. I'm no stranger to this, but well, let me tell you. I go to the oral surgeon. It's a situation where they're going to have to extract a tooth that was abscessed, but I've been taking antibiotics, and now it's not. And just remove the tooth. Now, last time I went, I knew there was no gas. I found out the hard way, but they put some numbing stuff on there and then gave me the shots and all that. Well, we had to wait for 2 hours, but they were good and thorough. The doctor would come out with, dentist would come out with them when they left, and you all right, having questions, whatnot, and so forth. And eventually I got in there. And, I thought it a little odd. I hope I didn't offend him. But as he was explaining to me the procedure, he not only did that, but he had the liability sheet out, and he would cover it. Very nice and professional with me. But he also underlined certain specific keywords, and then just a thought popped into my head. That looks like, something I had to do when you wanted to make sure you could prove in a court of law you said something or covered something. I kind of joked around about it, when you read the Miranda rights, if you have to question someone, you make sure you read it from the card. Because one guy got up in the court, and the attorney told him to recite the Miranda, and he screwed up a word. And anyways, back to the point. Now you know I do the editing. Well, he put the paper down, and then the next thing I know, he caught me by surprise. My mouth was kind of open. He's coming at me with the needle, and he's, in my mouth. God, that sounded like rape. just as we actually got backed up, and unintentionally kind of bit his thumb a little. I didn't mean to. I felt really, really bad, but I didn't know he was coming. But then to find out that he was just going to go in there, and he did, just give shots, no numbing stuff. I already knew no gas. Maybe this is a common practice now, but fuck that. I'm sorry. Even though the pain was much less than it used to be when I was littler and had to take the gas, maybe it's a smaller gauge needle. There's something that, you may not be affected by that. It can make some people very apprehensive about waiting in the waiting room and hearing that noise, the drill, especially for such a long time. It's like if you're waiting to get this shot from a doctor as a kid, and there's a huge horse needle and it's on that table, and you're just like dreading it when you get it over with. Basically, I remember looking at the roof. Now I feel like I'm a big baby. Fuck it. I feel like I'd be a baby telling you this. But, I already told him I was apprehensive about it. And you could tell his assistant. I mean, I was looking up at the ceiling with looks of terror when they were in my mouth trying to get that tooth out. And it hurt like hell. I could feel it. And it didn't stop. Definitely felt bad. I shouldn't have bit his thumb, but it was just before lunch. Maybe he was hungry. I don't know. Fuck it. I told you I was going to say what I felt. The gas doesn't numb anything, I don't think. It doesn't serve as an opiate or painkiller or whatnot. But for my uneducated understanding of it, it calms me down and makes me less nervous about what he's doing. Well, I mean, I was not only terrified because I didn't know if it was going to hurt or not. It fucking hurt a lot. And he didn't stop. I swear. Apparently he had problems getting it out. And I'm assuming they did a root canal because they brought drills out and stuff. And the only time I smelled smoke like that was when they did a root canal. And then he had to, get in there, drag the tooth to the left, to the right. It's the damnedest thing. I could feel it, and I was surprised, Oh, yeah. Well, I guess if he started so far, I didn't want to stop. I mean, he was going to make me suffer. But I was really pissed. After I left, I consider it inhumane not to offer that service. I'm kind of curious why, but at the same time, I don't give a fuck. Some dentists still offer it. A combination of feelings. I guess the moral of the story is never intentionally or accidentally bite your oral surgeon. Grab his balls instead. Yank him, twist him, shove him up his ass. If I'm in pain, I should have made him stop. God damn. Why do they not use nitrous oxide anymore? I'm tired of this bullshit. Now, my local dentist does. But this had to be handled by the oral surgeon. And you might be thinking, why didn't he put you to sleep? It wasn't a case where that was required, and it's a lot more expensive. I can't afford it. So, I don't know, man. I just, and I know some of you are going to say, they don't know the hell I mean. I've never had the gas. And consider yourself very fortunate. Ignorance is bliss. And maybe you weren't as old as I am, and don't ask. And, it's painful now. I don't know. I feel so much better. Or I'm just saying that to make myself look sexy and cool. I need a drink. Now, and they got me in there and out of there really fast. Maybe the numbness stuff hadn't had time to kick in, maybe not. But he definitely gave me a sufficient amount. maybe he couldn't give me any more because, I mean, I don't know the medication status. Because when an hour later, you can always feel how numb your mouth is. Well, he sufficiently numbed it. But I'll never go to that or to that fucking office again, or any office that doesn't offer the compassion for the option of using the nitrous gas, unless it's something that's medically unsafe. I don't know if it's an insurance thing that they're trying to screw us out of or what, but I'll pay extra. I'll rob a fucking liquor store. And that sounded awful. It's a drug, and I'm talking about robbing a store, but, the process would be so much easier if I wasn't so apprehensive about it. And, I don't know what the title of this thing's going to be. It was right before lunch, and, when he took me out to the desk, it wasn't, as long as he was like, well, thanks for coming, pat, he was gone. Maybe I pissed him off because I accidentally bit his thumb, which I felt awful about until he started hurting me. Or maybe it was because it was lunchtime. I don't know. I don't care. That's a vlog from me. Shouldn't do me more, should I? Let me know in the comments below. Bye.